We are not anywhere exotic despite all this sand that you're seeing right now. We're actually in Sandbanks Provincial Park in Ontario, Canada, and it's the largest freshwater sandbar in the world. But first, let's start from the beginning.
We got a last minute cancellation notice at a camping site in the Sandbanks. So we ripped here from Ottawa. We boondocked just on Lake Ontario last night. We found a cool little spot right on the water. But we had a note on our truck saying there's going to be 500 cyclists here at 10 o'clock. So we're packing up quick and we're going to keep rolling to Sandbanks.
We made it to the town of Picton, which is about 160 kilometers from Toronto. It's a very cute little town, just kind of cozy, not too big. There's a lot of wineries around here, so that's the main thing to do on Prince Edward County. But we're not wine drinkers, so we're gonna go and try and find coffee and tea.
We just stopped at Beacon Bike and Brew for a quick coffee and tea. It's a cool little cafe, also a kind of like a mini bike shop. This one's excited to sniff the sidewalk, but we're just taking a quick break here. We finally arrived at Sandbanks, so our first stop is Sand Dune Beach. You're allowed to go on the dunes, the top of the dunes to the trails with dogs, but the dogs can't actually go on the trail. So we're gonna try to, or on the dunes, we're gonna try to figure out what we can make work with this little one.
So right from the parking lot, there's a little trail that you take and it looks like it opens up to the lake. And I can see through the trees, you can already see the sand dunes. Unfortunately, it did say that we cannot have any drones, so it's a little bit unfortunate because we did bring the drone. Hopefully there's some spots in the park where we're allowed.
But I see dogs off way over there.
Oh, do you?
There's also a sign saying no dogs. But
oh, okay, well, oh, there's a bunch of people here. You can see the dunes right up there. And the water's flat calm. I was kind of expecting the water to be super wavy like it was this morning.
We're in like a bay though, so it's a little bit more protected, sense. Looks like. But it's actually not packed. For a Saturday, I thought it was going to be insane.
No. I bet you in the summer it's super packed. Like it is September, so it's a little quiet. There's also a trail. It's the Sand Dune Trails. It's 2.4 kilometer, and I believe it's a loop. I feel like this might be it. Otherwise, there's a boardwalk also that goes right up to the dunes there.
So this peninsula is actually just all sand, and the sand came from the cliffs from Pool Bay that were eroded from the water. And then eventually all the wind and the erosion just caused all the sand to move, and that's how this is formed.
And there's like sand dunes that go on kind of forever. You can't see through here, but there's actually some sand dunes in the trees.
When we first got here, it just looked like there was a bit of a sand hill, but when we came around the backside, it's all dunes. I was surprised to see how far it actually went. It's a little bit deceiving from when you first get here.
I think you could even like, you know when you can do sandboarding? I wonder, you're probably not allowed, but you definitely could. Like some of these, like right here, these are kind of like steep enough that you could definitely slide down. We're making a quick stop here at Lakeshore Beach. There's a designated pet area, and Kenna, our dog, is like boiling hot panting, so we're gonna go and check it out. There we go. There's a path. I believe that must be wheelchair friendly. And just like beautiful beach. Like, and you don't even see the end of the lake. It almost looks like we're at the ocean. It's stunning.
And
And
people
the-
are far out and it's not even at their waist.
Yeah, and the sand is like, just like a nice soft sand. It's amazing. This is amazing.
She already found a dead fish
Oh no,
to roll in.
it's a dead seagull. She's probably gonna, she
Hey,
usually
come on.
right shoulders it. There you go,
Oh,
to
she
get
missed
the
it.
smell.
Come on. Come on.
You dirty
Get
girl.
out of there. Get out of there.
Dirty girl.
There's another one. Oh, jeez.
We're
Canna,
going
come
back
on.
for it. Back
Canna,
for
leave
it.
it.
Oh no.
Canna, leave it. Let's go.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Okay, it's actually pretty awesome here. We're at a section where there's nobody, so we can just let Canna off and let her rip around. The water's pretty cool, temperature-wise, but the sand is like really soft and fine. But a super chill spot, and yeah, this is gonna be awesome. We arrived at the Outlet River Campground. We're site 115. We were able to roll in for 2 o'clock, and it ends up costing about $58 a night with no electricity or no outlets plugged in, but there are showers just down the way and water.
Yeah, and the reason that we got this, we picked this site of all the other ones is there is a pet-friendly beach just
Yes.
nearby.
Outlet Beach.
Outlet Beach, yeah. And there's a little river that kind of like runs. And so we brought the stand-up paddle boards and we're hoping to, you know,
Go for a paddle with this
paddle.
one.
Yeah. Here's the dog beach area at Outlet A. And then you have the river that starts here where you can launch your boats.
This is Molly.
The water is not very deep here. Like, see how far Ryan and Canna are? And like Ryan's at his knees. Here's some useful info. If you are thinking about parking on the side of the road right beside the beach in a non-designated parking area, you will get a ticket. All of these people got tickets. Even though they, you know, they have a day pass or a permit to be here. And if you're going to book a site, if you book the ones, I think it's number 6 through 18, they are the absolute best sites right off the beach and the water. But people reserve those like probably 6 months in advance. We were lucky we got a cancellation, otherwise we wouldn't be here. Now that we're set up, we're going to be pumping up the subs, get going. This is Ryan just loving life right now. The last time we took these subs out, Ryan, I think we were in Fiji.
Unfortunately, the spot to get in is a little bit further than I was hoping. The Sandbanks Provincial Park is actually pretty massive. To get from one section to the other is sometimes like a 10-minute drive, so you definitely need a car or an e-bike or some way of getting around from different beach to different beach or different campground to different campground. It's surprisingly very big.
So we made it to the Outlet Beach, which is the same spot where we can take Canna. There's a pet area beach, and then there's a little beach where you can put in your boat.
We've paddled a bunch of times with her, and it's worked out pretty well. Sometimes she just has to, she needs to always stand on the front though, so it's always slippery.
Yeah, that's why we brought the yoga mat. We put it in the front so it's a little less slippery. She's ready. Ryan is convinced this is like a tiny little river that will take us 2 minutes. I'm gonna prove him wrong because I think it's pretty long. If you didn't bring a kayak or a stand-up paddleboard of your own, you can actually rent them here. Just not sure how much it costs, but it's good to know that you don't have to carry it. It's so quiet here. You see like a few people once in a while, like there's a few people coming up here on their sup, a few people in fishing, but that's about it. And the water is deep enough now, definitely much better than when we were at the beach. You can get off. Come on. Come on. Get off. It's okay.
We made it back.
It's okay. It's okay. It's super mucky. I had to carry like the... It's okay, sweetie. Okay. Maybe she doesn't want her feet,
in the muck.
high heels to get dirty.
Come on, Kia.
The paddle was actually quite long. It's just super mucky here and you kind of have to lift this up, but otherwise, like, it was great. Good morning, get off of there. We didn't get to finish the vlog last night because it got dark really quickly. There's a lot of trees sheltering this site and our battery died. So this morning we're gonna try and go to Campers Beach and show you that. And if you're looking to book, site number 18, I'll put a little video clip of what it looks like. It seems to be the best one. There's like sand dunes and like it's very sunny. But first, to go, we need to pull this one out. I think she's exhausted from this whole camping trip.
So Campers Beach is right at the main intersection of Outlet Campground. This appears to be the main beach, nice and quiet right now. It's only about 10 o'clock though in the morning. Really fine sand, really nice, very clean. It gets really quiet in the evenings as well, so a great place to bring. You're not supposed to have your dogs on this part of the beach, but just down you can bring dogs and they can rip around. And there's sites all along the beach that back over on the dunes that are pretty cool spots.
Here's a perfect example. These guys brought their chairs right here on the beach, and then they have a little path that go straight up to their campsite. Like, this is giving me Myrtle Beach vibes. This must be probably like site number 20 or so. And then there's like a bunch more sites right over there, over the dunes. Like, this place is just absolutely gorgeous. We walked pretty much the whole length of the Campers Beach, and it was probably 1.5 kilometers, so it's like super long. So that's probably the end of the video here. We'll stop it there. If you like this video, if you could subscribe, that would help us a lot, and we'll see you in the next one.